the truth is not just knocking at the door. It is in every room of the home. We back with another reflection on the Daily Vedantic. And today's reflection comes from a story in one of the great 20th century American pop philosophy books, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. It's a great book, great read. A lot of fun to just breeze through that philosophical tale and the writing, beautiful writing. And within it, there's this story of, it goes something like this: a man is searching for truth. Truth knocks at the door, and man answers the door and says, "Don't bother me, I'm searching for truth." Such a beautiful story that maps to so many different experiences in my life when I thought, no, I'm on this path. I need to be on this path. There's this goal that I'm searching for. I'm close to. I'm going to hit if I continue on this path. And then, bloop, something just to the right makes itself apparent. Makes me think maybe that should be the goal. But usually I'm too headstrong. I'm like, nope, I already made up my mind. I already told people that's the goal I'm going after, so I'm going to stick to that. We so often choose consistency over truth. But this story highlights something else beyond just consistency that we choose versus truth. But in these scenarios in life, what's beautiful is sometimes the world, like a tidal wave, just crashes on me, and that goal that I had set out is no longer possible. And this thing just to the right of it that I hadn't really considered becomes the outcome. And I realize, oh my God, that was knocking at the door the whole time. And it's so much better than what I had designed. I know when we were building our company and we sold it to Airbnb, and we did not want to sell it. It was like the last thing we wanted to do. But when it was clear that we had to find a buyer for the business, at the time, like I said, it was the last thing I would have ever designed. It's just so painful. We're going to have to part with a big chunk of the team. Going to let down a lot of investors. I thought I wanted to be on that CEO treadmill for 30 years, just like my heroes and mentors, like the CEO of Airbnb, Brian Chesky. Then got to work shoulder to shoulder with him. My desk was right next to his for 2 years, and within a few months, I realized I had no effing clue what I thought I wanted. And with how exhausted he was each day, still, they were 10 years in, but still every day had to reprove themselves, as we all had to reprove ourselves as a business over and over and over again. And then when you go public, you think it's like a celebration, and then the whole world is like, all right, you're back at the starting block. Show us what you can do. 12 years after they founded the company. And now, a few years removed from that, with 3 daughters and a much more relaxed approach to life. Heavily dialed back, selfish ambition, egoistic ambition, and like, oh my God, holy hell, this is what I always wanted. Not that thing that I was trying to sign myself up for over and over and over again of a 30-year treadmill. And even the businesses that started in the last few years, so much more relaxed and come from a place of generating energy rather than constantly feeling 20 miles behind the 8 ball and exhausted. Thankfully, even if we don't listen to the universe, it's so damn consistent and it dials up that volume. But we don't just choose consistency over truth. That story from Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, it also highlights, at least for me, the last few years, we're so convinced that we need to be an active, aggressive part of the solution, of the pursuit. We need to find it. There's no way truth could just knock at the door. And yet, is there a price you pay for health if you're already healthy? No, that's your natural state. You pay a price for unhealthy actions. You can pay a price for disregarding your health. But do you pay a price for the state you already have? That's what this philosophy says, is that the truth is not just knocking at the door. It is in every room of the home. It's within every aspect of your life. It's within yourself. And it's going to keep knocking. Even in the midst of the countless times we slam the door shut on it, saying, "Go away. I'm looking for you." Luckily, the truth keeps knocking. And when we can kind of put our pins down, sit back, get some elbow room from needing to be such a huge part of the equation, I need to find the truth. Then, as Rumi says, that which you are seeking is seeking you. And that is a huge, egoistic leap of faith that you don't need to be egoistically, proactively, aggressively part of the pursuit, that it's actually just pursuing you right now, in this very moment. You can sit back and let it pursue you. Sit back and maybe get out of your own way. And maybe that which you are looking for is knocking at the door, waiting to come in, but waiting for an invitation from you. That's today's reflection on the Daily Vedantic. We'll see you next time.